he is no longer running as a Green Party on the Green Party ticket. He is running as an independent. And I don't know his reasons. He made there was one quote about it saying that he wanted to focus on running for president and not focus on the intricacies of the nomination process, inter-party nomination process. And I can understand that. I know that the Green Party doesn't actually decide who their presidential nominee is, because Cornel up till now has just been one of several running, trying to get the Green Party's nomination. And he would have to, until August, so basically a year from now, or a little less than a year from now, have to keep fighting to get the nomination of the Green Party. And I think he wanted to just make it about the presidential run. So, but maybe he'll have he'll give more reasons as we go forward. But whatever it is, he is now running as an independent and no longer running for the Green Party. And he also is no longer running for the People's Party, which was his initial announcement. But RFK Jr. doing the same. I might have already mentioned this on the show because it happened kind of last week, but there basically seem to be announcements, and RFK Jr. Has said that he's giving a major announcement October 9th that's coming up, and everyone believes that it is that he will be running as an independent. This article says a super PAC backing RFK Jr. makes moves prepping possible independent bid. As I covered on this show, that DNC was doing everything they could to make it impossible for RFK Jr. to run as a Democrat. He very well could have made it very difficult for Biden, especially if there was a primary debate of any kind, because Biden can't form sentences. And on top of that, the DNC was passing laws or discussing rules, I guess not laws, but discussing passing a rule that would force RFK Jr. and Marianne Williamson to fund the primaries, which would cost them millions of dollars. Someone's asking if Peter Dow is gone as Cornel West's campaign advisor, campaign manager, and I do not believe so. I believe they are still working together. I know some people are upset about Peter Dow because he a few years ago was a staunch Democrat. Then he made a big switch where he has seemed to be very clearly left-wing, left of Democrat, saying all the things that you and I agree with for several years now. But some people say that's not enough. He used to be a Democrat and that upsets them. I think you might be, I don't know, a bit too much purity, virtue signaling. But I spoke to Brianna Joy Gray, who was there at the event 2 nights ago. And I was speaking to Bree, and Bree made a good point, which I hadn't really thought about because I've never been internal in a campaign other than for this Literal Rock, which is running for office. For those who don't know, yardrock2024.com. Other than that campaign, I have not been in one of these literal campaigns. And Brianna Joy Gray has. She was a spokesperson for Bernie Sanders. She was inside the Bernie Sanders campaign. And she made the point that finding a campaign manager in a national campaign who can actually do everything that's required, they're few and far between. Because, and I believe this, some of you can argue, but I believe this. It is like a 24/7 job of just, in my view, awful shit. Like working out legal contracts for hundreds of employees, working out legal contracts for every event and getting the sound systems and all this shit and getting just at endless meetings. And even if they're getting paid well, I don't know what Peter Dow is getting paid, but it's an awful job and people are not good at it. There's not a lot of people that are good at it. And we saw that difficulty. Jill Stein, who recommended Peter Dow, because Jill Stein started as Cornel's campaign manager, then it became Peter Dow. Jill Stein stepped down and recommended Peter Dow because she herself said, I've been in these campaigns. I've seen the catastrophe that it is when you don't have a campaign manager who has a lot of experience doing this kind of crazy stuff. And anyway, so it seems like Peter Dow might be a fit for this, but if people want to believe that he's a terrible choice, then